Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mrs. Castellanos, your new principal, and I will be walking you through today through a TK Kinder presentation. I would like to introduce our fabulous teachers that we have on the team. Our TK teachers, Ms. Dickinson. Our Kinder teachers are Ms. Quesada, Ms. Sendejas, Ms. Cummins, and Ms. Andrade. They will all be reaching out to you with more information so that you know exactly how to connect. School time. Children will start connecting on their iPads at 9 o'clock in the morning. Also, they will be done by 12:20 every day. There will be 4 days of required attendance, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. These are instructional time for your students. However, Wednesday, they will also be connecting on Zoom, but it will be for the teachers to check in with the students, and this will be from 9 to 11. iPads and hotspots. All students in our district should have a device. Any student that does not have a device, we will provide one for. Also, hotspots. If you are having issues with internet, we can provide you with a hotspot. The hotspot is one per family, and if you have other children in other grades, that hotspot will work for the other children. If you do not have a hotspot, you are more than welcome to apply for one. You can do it online or you can come to our office. We will be going over some Zoom etiquette. Your teachers, when they communicate with you, and especially in the first few weeks, they will be speaking to you about Zoom etiquette. It's very important that you practice this with your child. And also for the first few weeks, I would recommend that you actually scan there if you can, and you walk them through this. So some of the things that we have for Zoom etiquette, for example, are muting yourself. There will be a little microphone that shows you how to do that. It's super important that your child logs on time. We have very limited time, so we need to take advantage of this. Make sure your video is on. Every teacher must be able to see their little cherubs when they go online. Be ready. Make sure that if you're going to be starting your language arts class, you have your pencil. If you're going to write with the pencil, you have an eraser if you're going to need it. Whatever material your teacher has asked you for, make sure that your child has it there. Also, make sure your child has a nice, comfortable seat where they can be sitting and that they're sitting still as much as possible for their age. Be respectful. Please talk to your child and let them know that even though they're not going to be able to really physically see the teacher, there are other students and there are other students and there's a teacher and other students in that classroom. Also, it says find a quiet place. This is more for the parent. It's important that you find a small, quiet place in your house. It can be some side of little corner where you can actually have your child sit down. You can put a little table if you have it, and just make sure that they have a nice, quiet place to go ahead and listen to their lesson. There's also a device, a little button on Zoom that says raise your hand if you're ready to speak. The teacher will walk the students through this, but make sure that they're using it appropriate. And also, just like when you would be in a regular classroom, there should be no eating during Zoom classes. Materials. As you know, we are a public district and a public school. Therefore, we have given you the basic materials that your child will need. If you feel you need anything else or you're missing anything, please make sure you connect with your teacher. Attendance. This is super important. Attendance is the number one thing that your child must do to make sure that they are successful. And it starts at the beginning in the younger grades. You must establish a routine. There are some bases that your child will be excused if they're absent from their Zoom class, and some can be due to illness, quarantine under the direction of the county, for example, if there's a medical issue and they have to go to the doctor, attending a funeral, but it must be an immediate family member. Now, when your child is absent, it is still important that you call the office. You still only have 3 days. So please make sure that you call, even if it's after evening hours. We have a recorder. Mrs. Garcia, who is our attendance clerk, listens to her messages first thing in the morning. So she would get back to you if she had any questions, but make sure that you report an absent, and if possible, that your child is not absent from any Zoom classes. Communication for you as a parent. Now more than ever, we have to make sure that you are communicating with your teachers and that your teachers are communicating back with you. So you are always welcome to email your teacher. You can call the office and we'll make sure that they get your message. Or you can also use our new program, Canvas. One thing to be aware though is that Canvas is still not at 100% and our teachers are still being trained. So don't expect everything on campus to be perfect, because our teachers are still getting training, and so it's going to take a while, but you can always email teachers and you can always call the office. Now, I wish I could have time to, personally go ahead and answer any questions that you might be having that are really concerning, but if you notice, my email is at the bottom. If you have questions, please feel free to go ahead and email me, or you can call the front office and I'll make sure to get back to you within 24. Again, let's have a fabulous year with our little cherubs, and welcome to Harrington.